Check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Okay. I'll do QRZ South on the outside chance that we have Ralph in here. QRZ South, anybody down south, K6TSK, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Well, technically I am south of you. K6USY, 1079 and Bozo 1100.
No, that's not a problem, Aaron. What I did when I talked to Ralph on Friday, K6TSK, I said, if you could be there on every net at 7:30, I can work you, because I start almost every net beaming due south, or toward LA anyway. The only net I don't do that on is 222, because there's nobody down there that I can't hear. Everybody in the San Joaquin area I can hear fine. So I don't turn down this way toward LA. But I said, if you could be there at 7:30, then you can check in with us just briefly right there at 7:30. So he said he would try to do that, but it's not going to be convenient for him in some cases, I'm sure. Anyway, I thought I'd give him a try here. Let me get my log sheet out here. I'm missing a piece of paper here. K6USY, 1079 and 1100. And K6MYC, Bozo 47, looking south for anybody in the Southland, south of Fresno, Kilowatt 6, Mexico, Yokohama, Canada, Bozo Net 220.
Yeah, we're a couple minutes early, so just keep it pointed that direction for a couple minutes.
I didn't hear what you said, Aaron. I was away getting some paper.
Oh, no worries. I was just saying we were a couple minutes early, so we're at 7:29 right now. So if he's punctual, he's got a minute.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Ralph. Is always better if it's early for him. He usually, like on 1296 the other night, we worked him at about 20 after 7. So, anyway, it's better to be early than late. Once it gets past 7:30, he's probably not going to be here.
Yep, Roger.
QRZ South again, QRZ LA. Anybody on 222 in Los Angeles? Los Angeles, Los Angeles. Calling south to Los Angeles and other parts beyond. K6MYC, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Delta Mike 07, calling in Los. Okay. So we'll take anybody. Any other check-ins here for 222 K6MYC. Starting to hear a little chatter. I think what I'll do is I'll go toward the Bay Area. They're usually looking for me pretty early here in the Bay Area. So here we go. Up to the Bay Area. 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 50, 60, and there's 270. Give or take a degree or two. K6MYC Bozo Net 222. The only person in this direction is Tom. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC. Are you around there tonight, Tom? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Well, we'll have to come back and get Tom. Let's go up toward maybe the Bay Area. Cupertino and thereabouts. KD6S, OK. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo or KWB6JNN or anybody? K6MYC.
KW6S.
Oh, there you are. Okay, after I leave your leave your heading. Good evening, Tom. Good to hear you.
Yeah, just got over from my other net, so yeah, I'm here, and boy, you're coming in really good here tonight.
Well, I'm not pointed at you. I'm clear up at 280. So I don't know. I think everything's okay here, but we probably just got very good conditions.
Yeah, you're coming in. Well, I don't know how these S-meter readings all work with the transverter on there and so forth, but it's about 10 over 9, and usually it's about an S7.
Really? Okay. Well, I could move back to my normal heading as long as we got a minute here. We're a little slow tonight getting started. So let me go back to 272 and work my way up. Okay, here we are at 270, 270, 270, 270, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, 270 is about 10 dB better.
Okay, here's 274. It looks like 274. That's usually, I start at 272 normally, but that should be pretty close. You say that's, I was 10 dB better at 272 than 280?
Well, this ICOM, I think the S-meter is kind of a joke, but it's 20 over 9.
Yeah, well, that's all. Don't matter what the signal report is as long as it's better. So it seems like I'm pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised. I don't have any background noise here tonight, so it's really nice and quiet here.
Yeah, very good. Well, we got very few check-ins out of the San Joaquin area. Aaron is here, K6USY, but we don't hear Rob yet. Rob, are you in here yet? don't remember Rob saying that he was going to be somewhere. He doesn't have another net, does he, Aaron?
On Monday nights, he has another net.
That's all right. He'll show up when he shows up, I guess. We also pointed south to see if we could work Ralph. I talked to Ralph on Friday on 1296, and I told him if he could be on every net at 7:30, I would work him. Because I always point south on every band except 220. And we made the exception tonight and pointed south on 222, but we did not hear Ralph. So sometimes he can make it, sometimes he can't, probably. Anyway, we didn't hear either you or Lee last night, so we had a blank on 2 meters last night. Tom, over.
Yeah, I didn't get home from the NCCC barbecue till about 9 o'clock, so I didn't even come in and turn the radio on to see if anything was still going. I don't know about Lee. He was on a net earlier tonight, so there's probably a chance he'll be on 6 later. And as I will be, probably, depending on when you get to me. And otherwise, I'll be on 1296 tomorrow night, and Wednesday night I'll be on 2 meters. K6MYC, KW6F.
Yeah, I'm glad your repair on 2 meters was pretty easy, it sounds like, right?
Well, it didn't seem like it was going to be easy to me because the real trick was he was able to stand on the top of the tower or on the boom of the lower antenna and reach up and take the boom apart. It's one of your, I forget the model number, but it ends with 9SSB or something. I think the old number did. And he was able to take the boom apart and bring the driven element end of it down, and we put the new coax on and taped it up and stuffed it back up there, and away we went.
So it was something in the cable between the antenna and the rotor loop, huh?
Yeah, the coax going up there was in good shape. There was a little corrosion in one of the connectors at the rotor, the bottom end of the rotor loop. The top up at the antenna was all in really nice shape. Suspicion that I had an end bullet in there, and I tried testing it since, but there seemed to be a little corrosion on one side, and it looks like splayed out, not making good connection. So when I made the new coax, I used a female connector on the top side, and it all went together really nice, and I don't have that bullet in there anymore.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I tried to do that as well. Sounds like a cheap barrel by some mistake. Usually the pins on the females won't splay like that. They usually break off if you bend them very far. That means it's good beryllium copper center pin, but if they make them out of brass, then they spread apart and get all weird. You can bend them back, but they don't have any spring. So that's a cheap connector with if they don't use a beryllium copper pin. Anyway, who can tell? Glad you got it fixed. I'm going to let you go, and we'll look for you on 6, right around probably about 9 o'clock, probably on 6. We'll try to get to you before 9, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm good till about 9, 10 or after, 15 after 9 usually, unless something comes up and I wander off and kind of forget to come back. But I'll let you get on with this, and I'll hang in there for 6. Hope you pick up a few more here on 222 tonight. K6MYC, KW6F.
Okay. I'm already pointed up to the Bay Area, so 7-3 for now, Tom. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, looking into the Bay Area. KD6SOK, WB6JNN, and whoever, K6MYC, Bozo Net 222.
SOK, WB6JNN. Okay, KD6SOK, go ahead, Mike.
You got Got you both. KD6SOK and WB6JNN. Good evening. You're weaker, Fred. I may have overshot you, but we'll make do. I can go back if I have to, but I got good copy on Jim, so that's a shift for a change. But Jim always has good signal here on 222 for some reason. Anyway, how was your weekend? Hopefully it was cool and nice for the most part. KD6SOK, K6MYC.
Pretty nice weekend. It was cool. Got a lot of yard work. Good things organized. Kind of a junkie in the garage. I got tired of looking at all the minutes, so I thought I'm just going to do something else. Anyway, 50 degrees tonight. It's supposed to get hot tomorrow, so we'll see. Then on Wednesday we might get rain, so it's kind of an interesting week. Anyway, good signal tonight, Mike, when you're pointed at me. So let's see, what else I talk about this evening? I had a little bit of sunset here. Kind of got warm today, and now it's cooling off, so that's nice. It's probably warmer down where you live. Anyway, Mike, I'll take enough chatter for you. Back to you, KD6SOK.
Okay, a very bad flutter. I've never heard this on 222, but you got really bad flutter tonight. And I heard something about tomorrow night on 1296, but I didn't get it. Are you going to be on or not on 1296? Yes or no?
I should be on, yes. I should be on tomorrow night, hopefully.
Okay, very good. Yeah, signals are not great from you tonight, weaker than normal, so I don't know what the band's doing here, but anyway, Jim sounded pretty good. Anyway, good enough. We'll see you tomorrow night, Fred, and hopefully there will be a better signal from the Bay Area than we've had lately. 7-3, KD6SOK, and then up to you, Jim, WB6JNN and K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. 7-3, KD6SOK.
7-3.
Yeah, okay, Mike, WB6JNN will have the better signal on 220 because I have the highest power on 220, which is somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 watts compared to my typical 50 watts on 2 meters with the 991. And recently the 10 watts with the 705, and of course on 1296 I also have only about 20 watts getting to the antenna, so there you go. And on 432 I'm not certain what's going on that band. I need to take the antenna down.
You broke at the. I need to take the antenna down and. Wow, he must have popped a breaker or something. Well, we'll come back to you in a minute, Jim, and see if you get things organized there. WB6JNN, K6MYC. You stopped right in mid-sentence, so you must have popped a breaker or tripped something there. Okay on your power levels for the most part. Let's see who else we have in here. We haven't heard Ed for some time. Ed, I wonder if you're there. WA6AXX, K6MYC. No, Ed. KB6BA, I don't think has 222.
6KLY.
K6KLY does. That was good. We didn't work you in the contest on this, Ben, but I guess you were busy that weekend, over.
Yeah, Roger. I had a lot going on. I only got on for a little bit of the contest rather than running the whole thing, Mike. But you know, just getting back into the reg routine here, and looking forward to seeing you on the 10th of October. K6KLY.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Well, the moon bouncer array seems to be working. I did use it on the contest weekend, and everything was working perfectly. And so I think we'll be in good shape there. Anyway, good to hear you. You might take a standby and see if between you and me if we're missing anybody there. Let me take a bump a little bit more to the north here for Jim, W6PQL. See if he's in there. W6 Papa Queen London. Are you there, Jen?
Yeah, I'm here, Mike. I'm about to go up to 110 here in a couple of minutes and see if we've got Santa Barbara in there. So check back with you then, W6PQL.
Okay. Good. I'll catch you when we come back looking for you, either on 6 meters or coming back for late checks and missed on this bend. Very good. How was your weekend?
Well, it was okay, and yeah, I spoke with you last night briefly, and let me kill this live stream here. It's the latency, the slight delay coming back just is distracting. I shouldn't have it on anyway because I'm hearing you just fine. But yeah, today I was in Livermore playing golf, and it was in the 90s and very uncomfortable. So glad to be here back home, and I utilized the swimming pool right away when I got back, just to cool down. It's about an hour to get over there, an hour to get back, and maybe 5 hours of suffering when I was out there in the heat and the sun. But anyway, just got the exercise. I guess that's the good part about it. So back to you, K6MYCW6PQL, and I'll see you in a few minutes after 8.
Okay. Where did you go to play golf that was so hot?
Livermore.
Oh, Livermore. Okay. Yeah. Probably would be just a tad warmer over there. All righty. Well, we'll see you in a few minutes. How was your game, even though it was hot? Were you okay?
Well, none of us were playing very well. There were 4 of us out there. We played, regular foursome, and none of us did very well. We were just all suffering with the heat. We're not used to that, and it's a tough course. It's Poppy Ridge. They've redone the whole thing, and they've redone it so that you got to be a pro to really score well on it. It's a tough course.
Oh, okay. Very good. So you broke 100, though, huh?
226 is here.
Yeah, hi 226. Yeah, well, I'll break 100, but I'm shooting for a little bit better than that. I feel very guilty when I don't break 90,
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead, Ken. Good evening. WA6OIB. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yep, and good evening, Jim over there. Nice signal tonight. About an S8. Yeah, good signal. We're on a peak apparently. WA6OIB is here. Check Ralph into it. Just talk to him down below.
Oh, okay. I told him to show up at 7:30 on this frequency, but apparently he forgot. So you got to keep reminding him. I said I can check him in on every net if he shows up at 7:30, because we're always pointing south at 7:30. And he said he would try to do that, but I guess he forgot. Over.
Well, he knows I'm south. I'm pointing south at 7:45, and that's when we usually meet, right at 7:45 on the money. He's always there.
Oh, you're talking about this bend, 7:45?
Right. Yeah, every Monday night down 7:45. So. Anyway, how you doing over there, Jim? I understand you were a little uncomfortable with golf today.
Yeah, it was just hot. These fellas I play with decide to play in the hottest place in the Bay Area, beginning at noon. You just catch the intense heat of the day when you do that. Usually in the summer we play in the mornings before it gets too hot, but not today. These guys don't have much sense. They're about my age, and I think they've forgotten all the smart stuff.
Wow. Yeah, I don't do that. I always play early. I like to be right at the beginning there when they open up, so best I can anyway. Yeah, but plus it takes me more time, so I need that extra time.
Yeah, a little time to warm up and be comfortable. It's a fair weather sport. You can't be too hot or too cold, otherwise it's not fun. But I do it for the exercise. What the devil, Okay, yeah, your signal's good too, and it's fading a little bit, but that's what this band does. Ken, over.
Yep, it sure does. You're starting to go down a little bit too. You're about an S3 now. Anyway, good to hear you, Jim. And thank you, Mike, very much. Back to net.
Okay, 73s for now, Jim, and we'll listen for 52, either on CW or on the direct sideband when we come back your way. Anybody else in the Bay Area, please? 222 before we go on up the road to Oakley. K6MYC Bozo Net. 222 Bay Area. Oh. Okay, here we go to Oakley. There's toward Oakley. 222 Bozo Net. N6RO. N6 Radio Ontario, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97, temperature was 96, and I'm going to try to fit in dinner between now and 6 meters, which will be leftover fish. I'll give you details after I figure out what I'm eating.
Okay, we had salmon and Brussels sprouts, so we're way ahead of you and really nice rice. Over.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had Brussels last night, so I think it's asparagus.
Well, I had about 8 of them. I don't know why Matt cooks so many Brussels sprouts. I usually don't like more than 3 or 4 of them, but I'll be gassy tonight, I guess.
Well, I'm gassy all the time.
Just an old fart, I know. Okay. Ken is here. Ken, OIB, say hello to Ken, NRO.
Right, yeah, hi Ken. Good to hear you up there. Yeah, I had tri-tip tonight. I've barbecued a bunch of tri-tip up in the mountains here Saturday afternoon for the Society of Broadcast Engineers. We had about 40 of us up there, and I fed them all. Had a little bit of tri-tip left over, so we had that tonight. Boy, was it good. It's even better the second time around. And we've got a big tri-tip cook this Saturday for the Fresno Radio Club. So I hope you're going to be there, Mike. Anyway, it's this Saturday at 4 o'clock at my place. We'll be fixing a whole bunch more tri-tip, and everybody brings a little something, and then we're going to have some Mingo games afterwards. So some really, really good prizes, some radios and some dinners out for couples and this and that. So we got to have a good party. So you ought to take the drive down here, Ken, and visit the radio club at the annual picnic over.
Yeah, I can. You're nice and loud as usual. Well, I don't drive long distance anymore, so I'll just have to pretend I'm there.
Yeah, okay, well, I wasn't thinking about you anyway. Yep. Yeah, I took up a mess of tri-tip by smoking in the barrel, and we have a real good time.
Yum, yum. Well, I had my beef on Saturday night, filet mignon.
There you go. Well, that sounds good, too. Okay. Okay, much back to you.
All right, very good. You drifted down a little bit for low pitch, but yeah, I'm sure you can bring it back. Or it'll return back as it cools. And we'll see a little bit later on 6 meters, Ken, after you figure out what you're going to have for dinner. Hi. N6RO, okay, 6MYC. We should have some other folks in this direction. How about W6WSS? ZZ, I should say. No, W6WZZ. Of course, he doesn't have 222. I was thinking we're already on 6, but we're not. Okay. Is there anybody else on 222 in this direction? K6MYC Bozo Net.
KM6SR number 432.
Okay. Good evening, 432. And how about 1200?
Yep, she's still here. I tried to get her to come up and do it in person, but she's watching something she's hooked on, so she said I'm supposed to check her in. She's going to be gone for a week or so, so I won't be checking her in down the road here.
Okay. She's going to leave you to your own devices again for a week or two, huh? Okay. Where's she going this time?
I think she's going to Atlanta. I can't remember. There's another one in Austin also, but I think it's Atlanta. She's going to meet her partner that writes scripts with her. They got a couple from Britain, and she's coming over too. So it's a big deal, I guess. But anyway, yep, on my own.
On your own, okay.
She going to be at the picnic?
I will be, but she won't. And, of course, I'm bringing, 39 donuts? Cookies?
Yeah, you were signed up for 3,000, but we got that fixed. So, well, he's supposed to be there with you. Doggone it. Glenn was hoping she'd be there.
No, she does this stuff all the time. She's gone as much as she's home, so that's her choice.
Oh, we're gonna miss her, that's for sure. Okay. All right, take it away, Mike.
Okay, and maybe we can get when does this barbecue start, Ken? And maybe I can come down that way with Rob if he's going to get there at a normal time.
Yeah, we start at 4 o'clock-ish, somewhere in that vicinity. That's when we get started, try and get going at 4 with the hors d'oeuvres and this and that, and then we'll serve the main meal at 5. So, but we like to have people show up at 4 o'clock for fellowship.
Okay. How about that, Rob? Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. I was going to try to go earlier and help Ken set up, but I don't have to. And I don't mind if I don't play the bingo game. I guess you'll probably want to go after you eat. Go back home, right, Mike?
I'm not sure I was clear on that. What about going home?
You just want to be there for the dinner festivities, and then when they play the bingo game, you're going to want to go home?
Well, I don't know. I don't mind playing bingo. I can't see it, but I don't mind sitting there and cavorting. I'll check with Judy. It usually goes till, what, about 8 o'clock, Ken?
Right, yeah, about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we can live with that.
We got some pretty good prizes, some nice dinners out, this and that. And I got a few radios, too. And I've got a couple laptop computers, new ones, fairly new anyway. I got one Mac computer, MacBook Pro. But anyway, we got some nice prizes.
Okay. Well, for now, I'll say we'll be there.
Yep, I'll give you a ride, Mike. What time do you want to go?
Oh, I think we should you could go a little early if you want, but maybe pick us up at 3:30 or something.
Okay, that sounds good. Do you need my help, Ken, to set up?
Well, I'd rather you pick up Mike, so that's good. We'll survive.
Okay, I have my marching orders. Thanks, Ken. WA6OIB, KM6SR. Back to net, Mike.
Alrighty, and we're still pointed toward Oakley up the valley. Is there anybody on 222 that wants to check in before I go to Sacramento?
I forgot, Mike. Did you get 1200?
Too quick for me, Rob. I didn't get it.
Did you get Candace checked in, number 1200, KN6UKN?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thanks.
And Rob, check your phone, K6US1.
Did you want me, Aaron?
Nope, that was for Rob. So you can keep going. K6US.
Yeah, Mike, I copied that. I'm going to go down and finish my dinner, but I'll try to listen down there and take the log.
Okay, well, let's see who we get here. I'll keep the log. Pointing toward KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6 Kilo Delta there in Roseville. How about it, Bill?
Yeah, Mike, a little weak. You might have to move it around a little to get me, but good evening to you in the net. This is KO6KD, Bozo number 776 here in Roseville, where it was a little warmer today than it had been. I'm looking for a warmer day tomorrow, but it was got up to 86 today, and I'm looking for it to be probably 100 degrees tomorrow. Sorry I was not around for the net this morning. I woke up and then I went back to sleep again, figuring I had another hour or so, woke up about 10. So my sleep schedule just really stinks. So I really thought I'd be around, so I'm sure I missed a lot. K6MYC from KO6 City.
Yeah, we did miss you, but yeah, it wasn't. But it was just me and Phil, except another guy checked in that just got his advance for his extra class license and wanted to say hello and get a signal report and make his first contact down in the extra class area. Up from not too far from you, not El Camino. What's the name of that god dang place up there? Cameron Park. Is that it?
Oh, okay. Up there where Paul, WIS, lives, up east of Sacramento.
Yeah, I think it was Cameron Park. Anyway, yeah, it was W6 Delta Echo Sugar. He didn't indicate that he had any VHF antennas, however. He has a little tower and a tri-bander up there, so he could add something, but he didn't seem to be very interested in VHF. Anyway, that was the only other activity we had. Mark was not there, and we haven't heard from John K7KF yet. So just Phil and me, and we got done with our stuff pretty quick, as you might guess. Barbara's feeling pretty good. She's feeling exceptionally good because of the stem cells. They started working good for her from the first day, and she's really doing well. She's got rid of her walker, and she was at church. Everybody was all excited to see her not using a walker at church, so that was caused quite a stir. So she's doing very well with that stem cell treatment that they're going through. Otherwise, not too much other news other than just general memorial stuff for Charlie Kurt stuff. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, I think that's, now that they've had that, they're probably going to move on to other things. And that'll be done with that particular news item. So, anyway, okay, very good. Well, so I apologize for not being around. I will try to make it tomorrow every day. I do try to make it. It's just sometimes I'm just not able to. So I guess that's just the way it goes. All right. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I got another net to check into over on one of the repeaters. So I'll look for you here in a little while up on 6 meters. K6MYC from KO6KD.
Yeah, Roger. We'll see you on 6 meters in a few minutes. And somebody just called on sideband. I mean on CW, but I don't know who it was. I got the last letter. I thought I got the last letter, but it didn't ring any bells. I think it was an H or something. Anyway, who was the CW station that checked in? Try it now. K6MYC. 52. Roger. Roger. On 52. Got your 52, Jim. Thank you. And we'll see you a little bit later on 6 meters here. W6 PQL just worked. Steve down in Santa Barbara. K6MYC. And okay, very good, Bill. And I'll see if there's anybody else in this direction, and then we'll go toward Nevada. Yours at 222 K6MYC Bozo Net. Let me try toward Grass Valley and see if he's home yet. He may not be home yet. Okay. He may not have his 222 set up there in Delta November 00. KE6ILX, are you home? K6MYC. Nope, maybe we'll catch him toward Nevada then. Here we go. Anybody else for 222 before I head to Nevada? Okay, here we are toward Nevada. Let's see, N7 Whiskey Tango, KE7UQL. Anybody? K6MYC.
Here is 272. This is KE7UQL. Over.
Yeah, 272. Good signal. Everybody's got flutter, though, tonight. It's flutter night. Every single station has had massive flutter. Over.
Well, you sound really good. Very steady at this location, over.
Something about that. Must be my place. Maybe the antenna's going up and down or something here. Anyway, have you heard anything from Larry tonight, over?
Not yet. Not yet at this time, over. I'm here, N7WT 657. Hi, Larry.
Listen, hi, Larry. Is that you, Ken?
Yeah, N7WT WA60IB. I hear you.
It's too noisy here tonight, but I got in here about 5 and 7, Ken, N7WT, and I heard Mike in there, but I don't hear him right now. So stand by. N7WT 657, over.
Yeah, we've got you fine, Larry. Same flutter. Everybody's got the flutter tonight, but good signal. N7 Whiskey Tango with WA60IB. And go ahead and pick up Daniel as well there, Ken, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Daniel, K7UQL. Good signal with you tonight, too, WA60IB, over. WA60IB, K7UQL. Hello there, Ken. Yep, you got a good signal, except you do have the flutter. Mike is correct. We've got the flutter even here. I thought it might be up here. I haven't heard it until now. I didn't hear it on the other stations, but now I'm pointed up with you guys, and I do hear the flutter on both you guys. So, anyway, both you guys take care. Good to hear you both. K7UQL, N7WT, WA60IB. Thanks, Ken. You take care. K7UQL, 73. Adios.
Okay, and back to you, Larry. We'll see you in a little while on 6 meters, hopefully. N7 Whiskey Tango and the group K6MYC.
Roger. We'll see you here in a little while, hopefully, on 6 meters. I'll let Richard's over there standing by, so I'll let him know that you're coming that way in a while. N7WT.
Here, 7-3, Larry. Thank you for checking in here on 222. All right, I don't think there's anybody else here. We got our normal number, about 15 or so. Anybody else up that way? How about? I don't think Eric's got his 222 set up running yet. Can anybody take a listen for Eric, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ? Are you there, Eric?
I don't believe he's got 220 yet, Mike.
Yeah, I don't think he has either, but I can't remember. Okay, I'm also looking for KE6ILX, but I'm not sure if he has 220 in the car there. He should be checking in from Delta November 00. I'm pretty sure he's still up there, but he may not have 220. N7, I should say, KE6ILX. How about you, Jeff, K6MYC? Maybe new 220 in the car. Okay, I think we're done. I'm going to go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed, and then we'll go right over to 6 meters, K6MYC. 7-3's guys, see you in a few minutes on 6.
Roger, 7-3, Mike. We'll see you on 6, and 7WT. Be clear.
7-3.
On 6, WA60IB, QSY to 6.
What time is it, Ken? Can you give me a time slot?
It's 10 after 8, just about 10 after 8.
Okay, very good.
He said UQL, so you are 12:56 tomorrow. 7-3.
We got you. I didn't hear Richard yet. Richard, go ahead. KD6BQ. Yeah, well, I may not be pointed just right. I'm coming around. I got to go all the way around to go into Sacramento. I came at you from the east side, so it may not be perfectly on you there. Anyway, good evening to you, Richard. We got your 249 here, and hopefully you had a good weekend.
Yep, good weekend, and we had a nice chat with ILX and VAZ and WT after the net. We swung up to 200, and we stayed there for probably about an hour.
I missed who you said you had a QSO with.
So it's KE6ILX and N7VAZ and N7WT. We just had a local go-around there.
On this band here? On this band here?
Negative on 2 meters.
Oh, on 2 meters. Oh, okay, good deal. I don't know. I think Jeff is still up there in Delta November 00. I don't know whether he'll be on here on 6 meters tonight or not. KE6ILX, do you copy? K6MYC, over?
Yeah, I don't know if he's up here still or not.
I think he's still up there, but he may not have all the bands in the car there.
When we talked last night, he said he only brought the 2 meter antenna.
Oh, is that all he has? Okay.
But he also said something about having to get home because the wife was going to be doing something.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear him on 220 at home, but maybe that's because he was in process or getting there or whatever. All righty. Well, thanks for checking in here. Hopefully you had a good weekend. We did not much special stuff here, just a relaxing weekend. Temperatures were very nice, so it wasn't boiling hot. Probably in the low 90s or high 80s, that was it. So couldn't ask for much more at this time of the year. We did get a sprinkle of rain back Thursday or Wednesday or something, but other than that, you knew about that. 7-3, Richard, and back over to you. And Daniel said something just by the time I was moving the antenna. I didn't get what he said, so he may want to check in here on 6 as well. Daniel, are you here? KE7 UQL, K6MYC. Okay, I don't hear anybody else. K7SUN. How about you, Stan? No Stan either. Okay, I guess we're done with you guys there in Nevada then. 7-3, Larry. 7-3, Richard. We'll see you maybe on 1296 tomorrow, but for sure on Wednesday. See you later. Ken, over to you for your finals. Over.
Yeah, okay. Good evening up there, guys. Have a great week, and try and keep cool. WA60IB.
Yeah, WA60IB is stronger on this one than you are on 220. And 7WT.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm running more power on here.
Anyway, good strong signal here tonight. Mike was real weak right now. I don't know if I can... Oh, you hear me or not? And 7WT.
Well, maybe not. I don't know, but you're fine here, about an S5. All right. Very good. Well, good night. Have a good one, WA60IB.
Yeah, if you want, Ken, you can call for KR6MR and KO6KD while I'm rotating here. I have to go all the way around. Over.
Oh, I'll have to move over that way myself. Hang on.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
We got you, Ben, 982. Good evening.
Daryl here.
That's not Ben. That's Mr. Daryl. I don't hear Ben tonight.
Hi again.
Yeah, you sounded like Ben. I don't know what I was thinking of. Good evening, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl. Good to hear you.
Oh, thanks, yeah. Yeah, how you guys doing? Okay?
I'm doing great here. Just getting things ready for the big picnic this weekend.
Oh, is that coming up? Oh, boy.
Yep, that's this Saturday over here at my place for the radio club picnic. You betcha. I've been working in the yard and this and that, getting things ready, and we're raring to go.
Cool.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, guys.
KR6MR and KO6KD, WA60IB and K6MYC.
Ken, is that you calling? WA60IB, KO6KD.
Yes, sir. Hi, Bill. KO6KD, WA60IB is here.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. Nice to hear you. I hope you're hearing me okay. I'm just standing by for the net, and I've not heard from Darren or John, so I'm not sure if they're on here or not. But at any rate, good evening. I hope everything's going well with you and Gwen. Over.
Yep, we're doing good. We're doing good right now. Just getting ready for the big radio club picnic this weekend. We're having it at our place, so we're shining this place up. Anyway, good to hear you up there, Mr. Bill. KO6KD, WA60IB. Mike will be here in a moment.
No, I'm here. We got you, Bill. Good evening.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, good evening. Then if I'm all checked in, and I'm afraid I am not all polished up, so I'll just leave that alone. But I'll get out of the way and let you move on. So good evening, everybody. KO6KD. KR6MR.
Yeah, good evening, KR6MR. Good signal, John. K6MYC. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and good evening, Ken, WA60IB and K6MYC. This is KR6MR, Bozo 759. Feeling pretty good, but not as good as I was hoping I would be. Go ahead.
Hi, John.
Oh, you think you're what's hurting you now, John? Over.
Windows laptops. I bought a new laptop this past week, and I'm trying to get multiple screens off the laptop. I've got that working. I've got 3 screens now, but I can't get the mouse pointer to move off of the laptop screen to the other screens. It's driving me nuts. It was doing it down at the computer store this afternoon, but that was there, and I'm here.
Well, sure as hell don't have an answer for that one except for a snide comment. Over.
That's okay. I got to call them in the morning.
Yeah, okay. You got 2 different screens in 2 different locations, and mouse moves back and forth between the screens?
Well, they don't. I want it to. My previous setup, I had 2 24-inch monitors off the computer. On one monitor, I'd be running my WSJT, my FT8 program stuff, and the other monitor, I would have my internet interface, and I'd look at QRZ and Logbook of the World and all that kind of stuff, so I can have all that running all at one time.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that the store will know there's probably something in the second monitor that's not letting you bring the mouse in. There's got to be something you have to do to that monitor, or something you have to put on the mouse's schedule to talk to that different monitor. Wouldn't that be something like, I don't know, I've never used 2 screens. Over.
Yeah, okay. It's just both my computers. The one in the house, I have 2 screens also. I just like to have a lot of displays in front of me. One for each eye, at least.
Okay. By the way, I'm pointed up over you, and if Redding hears me, Redding, KD6SW, give me some CW, and I'll know you're there Anytime you want to give me CW Rich, KD6SW, K6MYC, over. I don't hear anything at the moment, anyway. Okay. Well, good evening to you, Ken, and John, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some half-decent conditions on 1296. The conditions tonight are weird. I've got flutter. 222 was all fluttery. Every single signal had flutter on it, and it was pretty similar here on 6 up to the boys in Nevada, where we were just pointed. They had flutter also, but that's more normal on this band for me. Did you hear that on Larry, Ken?
Yeah, Ben just checked in on top of you there, Mike. So what was the question?
Did you hear the flutter on Larry on 6?
Oh yeah, no, everybody up in Nevada, I was hearing flutter on, and even a little bit on Bill. But John's good and solid. I don't know. He does no flutter on you, John.
727 WB6GGY.
Yeah, Mike just checked in there, 727.
I got 727 and I got 884, but let's just finish with John. Good enough, John. I don't hear any flutter on you either, but the guys in Nevada had flutter. And it was bad on 222 for me. Ken was just starting to see a trace of it when he got up to Nevada, but I had it on everybody. All right, 7-3s, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow or the next day, depending on what happens here. Bill will see in the morning. Maybe we'll see John tomorrow evening. Worst case, we see you both tomorrow evening on 2 meters. Worst case. All right. Did I hear Bill, Phil, Ben, 694. Ben, are you in here?
Yes, sorry, I was a late. We just finished the net, sort of late.
Yeah, okay. I'm pointed away from you, but we got you. I got 694 in here. Yeah, I think I wrote it down. I hope I did. Let me write it down again just to be sure. 694. And we also had Daryl. Daryl, I didn't get a chance to say very much to you. Hopefully you had a good weekend up there. It was kind of nice temperatures up there. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox, K6MYC, and then we'll pick up the others. I guess Daryl went away. Okay, Mike, hang in there a second. Let me get Phil in here. WB6GGY, Twain Hart. Go ahead, Phil. K6MYC.
WB6GGY, Roger. Good copy. WB6GGY, and you're doing quite good here, Mike. WB6GGY, over.
Okay, very good. And how did the checkup with Barbara go today, over?
Yeah, they did a red light, a red light treatment on her back, and she had fantastic results with the light treatment. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Okay. Well, I guess they got this down pat. I use the light treatment quite frequently on my ankle, and that's it must be a really screwed up ankle because not much helps. It helps a little bit sometimes for a little while, but then it still bothers me. So I still hobble around here a little bit on the bad ankle. But maybe I'm not doing the light treatment right. I've tried several different techniques, but nothing seems to be consistent. Anyway, I'm glad that it's doing good for Barbara. I probably need a professional to do the light treatment on my ankle. That might be what the answer is there. All right, Phil, we'll see you in the morning, of course. Worst case, we'll see you tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night, but Wednesday morning. But hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bill should be back, and maybe some others. WB6GGY, Ken, you still have time to say hello to Phil up there?
Okay, yeah, we'll be with you morning. We'll see you in the morning.
Okay, you must be running barefoot, Phil. You're very light. You're just about one hair above Readable here, over. Do you have the amp on? Well, he's probably checking what's going on there. Anyway, over to you, Mike, at WB6 AAJ K6MYC.
Roger, WA6AAJ 727.
I hear you, Dane. Hang on. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yep, just checking in, and my sharp pointing stick is very dull with Bill on 6 meters, so I'm going to have to give up.
Okay. He's got 6 meters. I don't know why he would be reluctant to get on here for a few minutes, but anyway. No worries. Thank you for checking in. And we also have Dane here, but you probably can't hear Dane. Dane, take a transmission from Course Gold there. WB6JNP. I think Ken had to go QRT because the wife's program was probably 8:30, and she probably told him to shut down there. Hi. WB6JNP Course Gold, and see if you can get Dan to get in here one of these days. K6MYC.
Okay. Yeah, Dan's Dan. He gets off on tangents, and I think he's off on a tangent right now. But anyway, well, let's see. We got the left hearing aid in the shop today for repair, so we'll see what comes up with that. And I found a few spare hearing aids, so it's just finding one that'll work. But anyway, we're just in the middle of fixing my dinner. I already got Peggy's done. So we'll turn it back to you and see what's going on. K6MYC, WB6JNP, Course Gold.
Oh, you fix a different dinner for your wife?
Well, I eat leftovers, and I fixed something last night before the meat spoiled, and I figured, I should really eat it.
I see. Well, once it's cooked, it probably wouldn't spoil anymore, at least for quite a while. Anyway, maybe you didn't cook it all last night. All right, good enough. Well, Dan will be here when he gets here, I guess. 7-3 for now. WB6JNP, and I'm still pointed toward Nevada, and I heard somebody way down underneath there. Who is the other station that was trying to check in? This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie beaming up Sacramento Valley. Over.
How about the Bay Area?
Well, we're getting there.
Tuned in, pointing in your direction.
Okay, who is that? Just identify when you say things like that.
K6KL and a Y. 884.
Okay. And did you say something else, Phil?
Yeah, the amp kicked off, the amplifier kicked off, and we retuned, and we're back with you.
Yeah, you're very, very light when you're barefoot, so must have some problem on the 6-meter antenna there. I'm copying you, but very, very light. No problem. Anything else before we let you go, Phil?
Copy, 7-3.
Okay, 7-3. Okay, let's see. I got KLY in the Bay Area, 111, but let me just see. I'm looking for Redding. Quickly, CW on Redding, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. Anybody else in Sacramento Valley, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Comment, KR6MR.
Two comments here. Who was the comment? Go ahead.
KR6MR.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jack K9TAZ was trying to check in. I think I also heard him on streaming. And I can hear the CW out of Redding. They are there. Over.
Oh, you're hearing CW? Oh, yeah, okay. I'll check in 145 then from Redding. I'm not hearing the CW here at the moment.
Yeah, okay, just wanted to let you know, Mike.
Well, thank you. And who was the other comment? There was another voice in there. Say it again.
That was me, Mike, N6BCC. I could hear Redding off the side of my beam. He was in there.
Oh, okay, good deal. Thank you, Merle. 11:34, right, Merle?
Roger, roger, 1134.
Okay, we'll be in your direction in just a second. We're close to you, but not quite on you. All right, let's see. Anybody else in Sacramento? K6MYC Bozo Net. Well, I'm surprised I don't hear that CW in there. I got no noise at all tonight. The band is very quiet. Anyway, thank you very much, Rich, for checking in up there from Redding. Sorry I didn't hear you tonight. KD6SW, K6MYC 73. Have a good one. Yeah, not a trace. Okay. Anybody else before I move to the middle of the valley? K6MYC. Okay, go ahead, Merle. Take one. And then we'll jump over into the Bay Area along with N6RO. We should be pretty close to you guys now. Let me go a little further this way. Something like that should be pretty darn close. N6BCC, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, you're a whole bunch closer there to me, and so yeah, I guess I guess I'm making the trip probably pretty good now compared to what I've been doing. I got my rotor up in the air and got the antenna back up at 50 feet.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine no matter where I point.
Hey, Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been nice sitting there kind of spinning around listening to everybody else. Had a gentleman there in Twain Hart. He was about 9 over. You hear Coarse Gold, all of them.
Yeah, very good, very good. Twain Hart, of course, barefoot. He was having trouble. The amplifier kept kicking out. He was very weak here, but I probably didn't try to peak on him. Anyway, you're sounding good, very loud. Let's see, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, are you here, John? I don't hear John. N6RO. N6RO, Ken, go ahead. Ken's in the middle of fixing dinner. He'll probably check in a few minutes. Okay, anybody else before I go to the Bay Area?
Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu.
Yeah, there you are. I called you on 220, but for some reason you didn't answer. Over.
Yeah, I was kind of busy today, but how's it going?
Good. Give me your number.
1145.
Well, I was going to write down 1145, but I thought, well, every time I write down 1149, it's wrong, so I didn't do it. 1145, got it. Good signal, John. You got that thing working now.
Yeah, finally. But I've got CQP coming up, so I got to get other things ready and whatnot, and hopefully I can get some contacts out of that. And we'll see. Had to do some computer work, connect to the radio, and all that neat stuff. That was time consuming.
Yeah, what's the CGP?
CQP.
Oh, the contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a guy coming from Florida to operate my station. That's on October 2nd, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was trying to get my station ready and whatnot, just in case I'm not over at N6RO. So anyway, glad to hear you out there. K6 MYC. Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu. 73s after your final. Talk to you later.
Okay, very good, John, and you've made a monster difference in the performance of the antenna since you started here on 6. Originally, it was really difficult. I had to point just right. Now you're crushing me, so made a huge difference. Over.
Roger, roger. Hey, well, you know, it's a trial and error.
Well, it shouldn't be. You got experts to ask and get rid of the trials.
Yeah, but I try to get it on my own. That way I don't have to depend on experts. Only for some other stuff for the experts.
I understand. I'm the same way. All right. Take care, John. W6WZZ, K6MYC. Who else do we have?
1189.
1189. That would be Mario, KO6IQR up there in Tulare. Go ahead, Mario.
Hey, good evening, Mike and the gang. Mario, KO6IQR here in Turlock. You almost got it. Turlock. But yeah, I'm just listening in. Missed the 222. I don't have anything for that, so just threw the antenna up this afternoon and was talking to Murr a little bit earlier in Modesto. So I just want to say hello to everybody and checking in. 1189 KO6IQR.
Okay, very good. Well, not very strong here compared to your other signals, but I know you don't have you just have the whole loop, I think, on this band. So not bad for that, but it's not as strong as the other bands, Mario. Anyway, good to hear you, and hopefully things are going well there. Would you go home for the weekend?
Yeah, roger that. I was gone for the weekend, so I missed you on 2-meter and 70-centimeter, but drove up last night and got in pretty late, and then had to take care of some things this morning and did the whole work thing, obviously. Not lucky to be retired yet, so still got to make some money.
Yeah, I know how that is. Okay, 7-3. Thanks for checking in here, and we should be pretty well pointed to the Bay Area. I'm probably a little north of you here. There we are, more toward the Bay Area. Let me get this thing right on here. And I heard K6KLY pop in. Let me see if I can get back to him. What the hell number have I got here? I can't even read what I got on the screen here. Okay, well, it should be pretty close. Okay, K6KLY, are you still there, Russ?
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting back and watching the old TV with one eye and watching the radio with the other eye. Yeah, things are pretty cool up here. It's going to be pretty hot tomorrow. But nothing new to report, other than I did manage to work that Echo 4 in a couple of bands, which I'm glad for. But they're gone now. Back to you, Mike, K6KLY.
What was the country?
Palestine.
Oh, so somebody finally got on from Palestine, huh? Very good. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, a group of guys from the Europe got together and went down there. I think from a bunch of OMs went down there and put it on the air for a week. They were on all bands, and I managed to get them on 3, so that's doing okay. Over to you, Mike.
Yeah, not bad. Very good. Well, I'm glad somebody is starting. Let's calm down a little bit. I mean, if they go into a certain area and stay away from Gaza, they're not going to be in any trouble. But it's still calmed down a little bit more than it was for a while there. They're trying to figure out what to do next. Half the world's mixed up on what we should do with Palestine. But they've got to get rid of Hamas and form a better government, and then they might be something that we could listen to. But they don't have a very good record. They keep putting in the PLO, and then they put in Hamas, and they got to get the right kind of government there, or they're just not going to. And they got to quit trying to get rid of Israel. That's not going to happen, you know. They got to get their heads straight there. Anyway, good that they were on. All right, thanks, Russ. Now, who else do we have in the Bay Area? K6MYC.
And 5 MPD, 1129. Juliet Sugar Mike.
Okay, hang on, Brett. 1129. Hang on, Brett. Who is the other one?
Kilowatt Bravo 6, Juliet Sugar Mike. Bozo Net is 1192.
Yeah, hi, John. 1192. You're always so loud now with that new setup. I don't recognize you. 1192 in San Jose there. Good signal. And very, very good audio. Everything is smoothed out. You've got all the bugs out of the system there, at least on this band. And I think you were doing pretty well on 2 meters as well. Anyway, how are you doing tonight? Did you have a good weekend?
Doing fair in Midland. Had a good weekend. Played a little radio remotely, but yeah, everything was doing pretty good up here. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Well, that's good. We'll look for you, of course. 1296, I do not think you have that, Ben, do you?
No, I don't have that radio or an antenna for that. In the future, will be, hopefully.
Well, we'll see then on 2 meters on Wednesday. John, thanks very much for checking in with a very nice 6-meter signal there tonight. KB6JSM, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger, 73 is.
73. Who else in the Bay Area, please? W6PQL, are you there? It isn't 9 o'clock yet, is it?
No.
Okay. Well, let's see. WB6JNN, AB6SR, WA6AXX, KB6BA, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Who's any of those guys here listening tonight on 6 meters? K6MYC.
Well, good evening, Mike. This is Gary. You're coming in not bad at all. Not as strong, not as strong as 440. WB6WNI 1090. I hope you copy okay.
Yeah, I got you fine, Gary. I'm probably pointed a little bit too far north for you. I'll bring it down just a tad here. But no problem copying. And I'm sorry I overlooked you. For some reason, I run my head around. It's funny how I do that. I run around the Bay Area and I catch all the extremities, and I miss the middle. And you're in the middle. You and QFO are in the middle, and I always forget you guys. I don't know why that is. It has nothing to do with call signs or anything else, or how long you've been checking in. It's just the way I run my head around in the Bay Area, looking at different locations. And you're so centered there. I just walk around you, but every time I do it, I look for Daly City. I look for Fremont, way away from you there, and the only one that's close to you is WB6JNN, and he's pretty quiet on 6 lately. Anyway, back to you, Gary, and then we'll see who else is in here. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 6 meters, beaming the Bay Area.
Oh, very fine, Mike. 6 meters is pretty forgiving. I know you said you moved the antenna, and your signal was just as solid as could be. So there's a little bit of play there. And so JNN and Stan, or sorry, not, so it is, AB6SR, right, Stan? He's probably about the same path also, but I've not heard anybody else. But there's a bunch of people. I'll let it go because I know you want to move along, but there were a bunch of guys down in your area doing that 10 gig and above net, and they have a lot of fun. Let's put it that way. They're just chattering nonstop for 48 hours. Anyway, yeah, a lot of them in your area on the mountaintop. Anyway, Mike, signals are nice, and I will say 73 so you can move it along. And we'll meet you again on Wednesday. K6MYC, WB6WNI.
Yeah, I missed who you said down in our area was chattering on an ongoing basis. Who was that?
Oh, Mike, there's too many calls to list. They're the ones that are on Mount Palomar and any of the tall mountains around you, beaming. And some of them can do some interesting tricks. They'll go from Palomar to Mount Vaca and Mount Diablo, all using various ways of getting microwave from one end to the other. But these guys talk so fast, Mike, it's hard for me to even know what their calls are. They are just going nonstop. But in your area, south, all the way down to even Mexico. So, yeah, the contest is all up and down California.
Okay, you're talking about the California CQP contest coming up?
Oh, no, it was this weekend. It was the 10, so it's 10 gigahertz and higher, but the highest I heard NV running was 47 gigahertz, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Mount Palomar is a good spot. I had worked them. I didn't know they were activated again there. I used to have a couple of friends that went up there every weekend practically and did something, and that was really big in the contests. And but I haven't worked anybody on Mount Palomar for a long time, and it was on 2 meters and 220, not 222, but 432. We used to work them on 2 meters there on Mount Palomar, booming signals up into the Bay Area. Well, that's good. Yeah, it was quite an activity weekend. I forgot about that. Very good, Gary. 7-3. We'll see who else is here tonight. W6PQL, are you copying me, Jim? Yeah, Jim's forgotten the net again here. Anybody else, K6MYC, before we go to Santa Cruz? Okay, don't hear anybody else. WA6AXX. Ed, are you around? AB6SR. Stan, come on, Stan. AB6SR, I can hear you. Well, I don't know. How about AF6 United or KW6S? Over.
K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, about blew me off the chair here.
Yeah, boy, this band as well. Boy, it's just really quiet here tonight. I like it. KW6S.
Yeah, very good. I wonder what Lee's doing. He hasn't checked in here. He gets everything running first class, and then he doesn't check in anymore. I guess he has more fun making things work the first time, and then he loses interest. Huh?
Well, he's certainly got a big job ahead of him with the tower and all that, so he's probably putting in a pretty good amount of time on that. I really thought he'd be in here tonight, though.
I am.
Oh, there he is. See? He made a liar out of us. Go ahead, Lee.
K6MYC, KW6S from AF6 United and the group out there. Good evening, everybody. And I am trying to concentrate on the tower and all of the details about getting the hole dug and arranging for the concrete work and all of that kind of stuff. I have like zero experience doing that, so it's definitely a big task on my part. And I'm really looking forward to getting that thing up there and getting some antennas on it. So, AF6 United, back to you.
Okay, very good, Lee. Well, yeah, you probably should just keep your mind on that thing. Whether you check in here or not is immaterial. We got good signals from you. You might do 432. That's always a good band to get you in and get the numbers up. But we can lose you on one of the other bands like this one without any big crisis. Okay, yeah. That yours is that a 42-foot mast, 40-footer, or you got the 52 over?
Well, actually, it's a Tash MW50, which is a monstrous 50-footer, but it's a ginormous tower. I mean, the structure on the tower is really beefy, and it's motorized. That was one of my absolute bottom line criteria, and so it's a very heavy-duty tower. And and not only am I going to do that one, but I'm also going to do a Tristeo tower for the rest of the VHF and UHF antennas. So the 6-meter antenna is actually going to go on the Tristeo tower, which will probably be twice as high as where it is right now. So I'm hoping to get everything going here. I don't know if I'm going to get it in before the rainy season happens, but I'm working on it. AF6U, back to you guys.
Okay, is the Tristeo, is that a 2-meter tower? And it's what, 42 or 52 feet? And the other one is a lattice tower, the Atasian?
Oh, the Tajan is definitely a lattice tower. The Tristeo is like that, but it doesn't have the cross bracing. So, you know, it is 3 tubes, and they're kind of welded together and everything, but it doesn't have the shear bracing, the diagonal bracing across it. So, and that should be plenty fine. It's also a crank-up tower, so it's I think a maximum of 30 feet, 28 feet, something like that. And so, you know, that'll be fine. I can get that up and down if I absolutely need to take it down. But I really wanted the 50-footer so that I could just press the button and down it comes when the weather gets really ugly. So, you know, it's all an adventure, and I'm very new to all of this. So I know you guys out there all have a lot of experience getting towers and that sort of thing together. So I'm open to any suggestions that anybody has, and I appreciate any ideas. So AF6U, back to you, Mike.
I've never heard of the tower that you have, the small one, built that way without any lattice work in it. But it's only 28 feet, so it's not going to make any difference. Now, the other tower, the Tajan, is that a lattice tower or tubular?
Oh, it's a lattice tower. It's not, you know, it's not like a flagpole that goes up and down, and neither is the Tristeo. The Tristeo is, you know, a 3-point tower. It just doesn't have the cross bracing that the Tajan has, and most of the other towers there. U.S. Tower and everybody else makes them too.
Well, Tristel is not in business. Tristel was bought out by U.S. Towers, but I don't think U.S. Towers make that tower because it doesn't have a large marketplace, I don't think, but that's okay. Tristel sold his business to U.S. Towers some years ago. All right, I've got a Tristel tower here, but it looks just like the U.S. Towers. It's a 54-footer tubular, but it's all one piece. Its base section is about 6 or 7 inches of steel, and then necked down as you go up 3 sections, I think. 3 20-foot sections end up at 52 feet or so. So there you are. And it's tilt over, and it's crank up also. It's not motorized, but it could be. It's just it's got a hand crank on it from the beginning. In the early days, they didn't put motor on most anything. This thing is like 80 years old. Still in good shape though. Tubes don't wear out. All right, let's get it back over to Tom, and then we'll move on here. We're just about done with the net, I guess. Is there anybody else in the Bay Area that wants to check in, please?
AB6SR.
Oh, there you are. I called you earlier, but you didn't come in. It's 8:07. Good evening, Stan.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. I forgot to connect the antenna outside. I wonder why everything was so quiet. Back to you.
No wonder, yeah. Hard to hear me without the feed line hooked up. I can shout loud enough to get to you sometimes when I'm really mad, but most of the time you won't hear me. Very good. Good to hear you. Quite a nice signal on 6 meters tonight's booming in, over.
Yeah, thanks. K6NYC AB6SR. Yeah. I can't believe it. That's what happens when you're old, isn't it? Nothing much else here. Haven't done much. Animals still eating all the plants, but what did I do today? I listened to some rock music in the afternoon, 60s stuff, so going back to my teenage days back in Britain. So nothing much from me. Sorry I wasn't there at 8:30 or 8:45, but that's how I am these days. K6NYC AB6SR.
Well, we just called you just a few minutes ago, maybe 5 or 6 minutes ago. So I didn't miss you by much. I talked to somebody over in the Bay Area, and they said you had been there. Oh, it was Gary. Gary had heard you, WB6WNI, and he says you were here. And I said, well, okay, so I'll call you, and then I didn't hear you. No worries, we got you. Okay on everything being status quo. We'll see you on Wednesday night, Stan. Thanks very much for hooking up the feed line. Hi. AB6SR 807 with a Merlot in the hand, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, the Merlot's long gone, but yeah, it keeps me going. Well, it's about 88 here today, a bit hotter than I thought, but I guess tomorrow's going to be hotter still, so you'll be 10 degrees up on us, I expect. Okay, yeah, I'll be on Wednesday, no doubt at all.
All right, very good. See you then. Let's see, is there anyone else in the Bay Area before I put the stops on this net? Maybe go south, but I don't expect to get anybody. K6MYC Bozo Net. One last try for the Bay Area, over. All quiet on the western front, okay. Rob, are you in here yet?
Oh, yeah, I've been listening here, KM6SR and 1200.
Okay, well, I got you checked in. Let's see. I think we should try to point south. Sometimes we get somebody unexpected, don't we?
Yep, once in a while. I talked to Rick tonight on the 2-meter Aries band and also on the Aries net in Western Kern County.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, he's around, but he can't get on 6 until he fixes the thing or puts up something different. Anyway, I'm beaming south now. QRZ Bozo Net, 6 meters, beaming down through the San Joaquin Valley and into Los Angeles and San Diego. QRZ, anybody want to check into the 6-meter Bozo Net, K6MYC? Oh, crickets. Okay, do you have a count, Rob? I can't count, but you can give me your numbers.
Okay, yeah, I got one on 222. I got 17, and let me count the one here. I think I got 26.
26. We may have to photograph this one. I got more than 26.
Yeah, I think I heard you say you wrote one down twice because you weren't sure you got it the first time.
Yeah, well, I might have wrote 694 down twice, but Judy can cross one of them out if I did that or anybody else, but I got more than... You said 26?
Yep.
Well, that could be right. All right. Yeah, I think that's about right. All right, if there's major differences, I'll have her shoot you a copy. 7-3, I'm out of here. Got to go get a little something cool. I've been drinking like crazy today. It's so humid, I'm sweating a lot, I guess. I'm just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking here. Can't get enough liquid in. 7-3s, guys. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, anybody else that's listening. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night if you're on that band, 1296. K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, Bozo 47, closing the 6-meter Bozo Net on 922, as I recall.
WFC, have you checked into the net previously tonight? Over.
N6RO. Oh, N6RO. Okay, wait a minute. We got to upgrade the count here. 835. Hang on a second. And what did you say, Russ?
I have WFC up here checking in.
Okay, 775 KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Yeah, I'm not beaming that way, so I'm hearing you guys off the back of the beam. Good evening, Ken, and we missed you on the upswing, but we got most everything from you. Did you have dinner? N6RO, did you get your dinner?
Oh, yeah. I had leftover fishies, my favorites, halibut and boy, it's challenging my brain again, and mahi-mahi, and shiitake mushrooms, and asparagus, and that's probably enough. I feel full. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Sounds like you should feel full. Sounds good. Watch out for those shiitake mushrooms. Watch out. It's not how you eat them, it's how you pronounce it, over.
That's right. Well, I sauteed it in avocado oil. Just delicious. That's what I'm going to get from now on, as opposed to the more common ones. Anyway, by the way, my solar upgrade system is now getting off the ground. The contractor was out today, and he's starting the permit process tomorrow. So away we go, N6RO.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. I was still writing, trying to get room on the log here. I closed the log, and then you guys checked in. And I didn't leave myself much room. Very good. Two extras, Rob. What's the new number? 30? 28. What's our new number, Rob?
28, 28, KM6SRR.
Okay, 28, got it. All right, 7-3, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on 1296. Good night, Russ. Anything further from you, Russ?
Good night.
Good night. Okay, good night, Aaron. K6USY and KM6SRR, and anybody else, K6MTS is missing, but we'll live with it, K6MYC.
Good night, Mike. K6USY.